Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for Bitcoin. Now, I just wanted to make it clear I'm going to be discussing majority of this video on the smaller time frame, down on the 1 hour. But if you're new to this, or you just need a quick refresher, we have 3 waves up off our significant low. Third came just shy of the 1.618 extension of our wave 1 off wave 2. I extended out in time our wave 2 to see where that would land us for our wave 4 in the same degree, and that takes us out to August 11th. We don't have to come there. That would just be wave equality between the two. And you can see with our pitchfork beginning of wave 1 off of wave 1 off of wave 2, we respected the bottom end of that pitchfork. So there is a possibility this is a complete pattern as a flat, but we also have scenarios where we would expect this to retest lower levels, come into the lower degree wave 4 and the 382, between the 382 and the 50 at 42,861 and 48,722. But we're not talking about that now. We're talking about the potential that a low is in and what we want to see if that is the case. So if that is the case, we need our low to hold at 53,485.93 according to Binance, and we want to see a bottoming structure. Now this one wasn't easy either. You can see what tends to happen when we have these choppy 3-wave patterns. We were expecting diagonals here because of the shape of this and looking for a pullback before we react in a wave 3. So this would be a larger wave 1 and 2. There is also the possibility that the wave 5 is actually over here and labeled incorrectly. And that's our diagonal back here. And we are currently making another wave 1. So we'd have something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could also be our second wave 1. So we get a wave 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm kind of paying attention to what happens here. I actually like this diagonal better, but that's just my perspective. I'm not going to think I am correct. We need the waves and the price action to tell us when we're wrong, right? We just know what we're looking for. So is this the 1-2 complete, this little wick? And this is a second 1-2. I want to see a nice little 5-wave or 3-wave move here as an ABC. If that's the case, the way I would trade this myself if I wasn't in, not financial advice, is either a breakout above the high or a break once we get an ABC. If it comes down to, say, between the 382 and the 618 as a second 1-2. That didn't look right. Like that. Yeah. So if we get this ABC move down, I'd look for the break of the B, stop wherever that pivot is of the C wave. So that would be my entry to all-time highs. So pretty good trade setup. Alternatively, if it's not the 1-2, 1-2, expect this to drag out a little bit, most likely the rest of the week, and look for an entry at between the 50 and the 618 of the larger pattern. Like so. So the way I would trade this if I were not in, not financial advice, just giving you what I would do, is buy in those areas, perhaps a third at each. Stop at the low, like so, targeting all-time highs, and then I would look to leverage up once we got the ABC, the break of the B, because I can move my stop up to that C wave low. It's basically leveraging up that way. But as of right now, you can see it's a very difficult structure, as you can see. Not sure if the 5th wave is over here, and this is a second 1-2, or if it is over here. We are in our perfect zone I expect our 5th wave to be, and this is the extension of wave 3 off of this wave 4. I look for between the 618 and the 786 extension of that wave 3, and we went right in that zone. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this pan out, and this was just a 3-wave flat. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. Either this is our 1, 2, 1, 2. Showed you how I'm going to trade that. And if this is the entire 1, 2. Now, if we fail from here and we come to lower lows, I don't see it yet, but there's the possibility this turns into an ABC, right, to the upside, and then we fail. We're just making a larger correction. But those would be a series of most likely 3 waves to the upside. So this would turn into a zigzag, ABC, 5, 3, 5, or something more complex. So I'm gonna update this pretty regularly during the week. I know there's a lot of things going on in the market right now. It's very difficult to see, but this is quite the indecisive pattern that can turn into many different things. Problem with diagonals, they pretty much exactly mimic and hit targets of WXYs, like I mentioned to you before, where this is all a flat, and that's a WXY if we were to collapse, right? But if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to update this pretty regularly, but I just wanted to give you a heads up where my head's at currently with the counts. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.